Hi guys. Right, so I was just talking to myself because I forgot to put the mute off, but never mind. Right, bear with. I'm just going to get a drink. Hi Luby, how are you? I'm just going to get a drink. I've just spent the last couple of seconds looking for my where I left the glass. Hi, get knotted. Bear with. Talk amongst yourself for a sec. I'll be back in a sec. Oh, blimey. Back at last. Hi guys. Hi Pam. How you doing? Oh dear. Right, it's cooling down a bit over here. So that's all good, but I don't really have to worry because I've got AC. So no, 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 no. Hi Grace. Sorry. Yeah, Grace, how are you? Yeah, sometimes Luby, sometimes people will watch, but they won't come on the chat. But we don't care. We don't care. We'll just talk to ourselves. Pam, I hope you're wearing sun cream. 10:30 p.m. here, 20. Yikes. Hi, Monarchy. How are you? Right, guys. I've just been over. Well, before I came on here, I went over to. Do you know what, Pam? I was umming and ahhing about getting one for years, and although money's good, it's Pam. You're not wearing sun. Right, that's it. Everyone, keep an eye on Pam. If her next profile picture is of a bright red beetroot face, you know she next time needs to put sun cream on. Hi, Lucy. Sorry, I really can't pronounce your name. Lucienne. Yeah, okay. I think me and Avril were having problems with that the other day, and she's more educated than me, so that says it all, really, doesn't it? You can smell it. Yeah, we'll get the marshmallows out, Pam. Pam, Pam, are you listening? You need to wear sun cream. It's not good for you. Oh, do you know what, guys? You get me ever so worried sometimes. Anyway, hi, Kaz. Anyway, I went over to the Facebook group right before coming on here, and people were saying about a lady called Letitia. Now, I've heard of her, but I've never watched her. Anyway, so I asked them for the link because apparently Trick is over there bossing her about. So I got my that got my back up, right? So I went over to her channel and had a look, and there's Tricky bossing her about. I advised you, this will not help your channel, da 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 da. And then I looked at his like the comments under his reply. Oh, it's Kaz, it's a Facebook group. Right, cut a long story short. They had to stop allowing people in, and they had to change the name because of sugar attacks and some very unsavory, untrustworthy people in the Mexican community. Yeah. So they've been having all sorts of problems. They've had people in there shit stirring, divide and conquer. So they're not letting anyone else into that Facebook group. And frankly, Letitia is no, she's not. No, she's not. She is not a sugar. Letitia, not Letitia. Right, hang on. Letitia, the one with the really long nails and the blonde hair. Yeah, I know. I agree. Well, I don't even know how to figure out Discord, Kaz. So I'll, I'll agree with that one. Yikes. But I'll have a word with them. It's just that because there's a lot of snakes in the Mexican community that like to make up fake accounts. Mind you, on Facebook, you have to show your ID. So I very much doubt they'll be able to get away with that unless they've gone about it another way. But there are some snakes that they had to kick out. They're under fake names. I don't know how they done it, but I don't know. Yeah, Discord is a blinking head muck, in my opinion. Right. But anyway, yeah, I went over there and I had to say something, didn't I? You know what I'm like. He was over there. Oh, I gave you my advice. And then people were saying, well, yes, well, she took your advice, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, what? What? Anyway, I come across this guy, right? And I liked him. I'm a Londoner flop. Oh, did you say before, Luby, that you moved from London to Greece? I can't remember now. Yeah, and I thought, no, you should be telling him and telling her not to take Tricky's advice because that's how he's very good at taking channels down and shit stirring behind the scenes. That's what he loves to do best. He thinks he owns his platform. He gets some sixth reel out of ordering people about as if he's like should be worshipped or something like that. I'll tell you what, I wish this thing had a punch button. Sorry to sound violent, but I tell you what, Tricky, I wish Facebook had a punch button. You'd be punched to the moon and back, you would be. I don't care. I just don't care. You, Ginge, are a POS. And who the hell do you think you are going around bossing Letitia about? And like that guy said, who is it? Mind your own business, basically, Tricky. Who the hell do you think you are? Get off your high horse. Oh, that was what that guy said. Get over yourself. And I bloody well agree. Blooming cheek. God, just because you have to buy loads of subs doesn't give you the right to go around ordering everyone around. Oh, I gave you advice. Da, 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 da. Get over yourself, you bloody narcissist. Rant over. Tricky hasn't got a job because 1, he's lazy, 2, he's a narcissist, and 3, no one wants to employ him because of his behaviour. Right, let's put some of these comments up. Sorry, right. What? I watch some without commenting because I don't want them to know I'm. Yeah, that's a that's a good idea, Avril. I don't blame you for that one. Oh yes, and another thing, a lovely lady told me the other day, which I forgot to mention the other day, that also Tricky was taking the mickey out of people who have CPTSD. but he claims to have it or something. Oh, God, the cheek. Hi, Flock. Just got off work and have to get haircut. I'm here for a bit and hopefully can catch the rest when I get back. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. How short you having your hair blah, 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 haircut? Yeah, he does need to get a job. That's some bullshit. Facebook is the only one I know how to use. I totally failed at Twitter. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what? Facebook, well, it's like all social media. It starts off really good, doesn't it? And then it just goes to pot. Then it starts getting toxic. Then you have to change the group name to something where you're not easily found by the opposition or snakes in the Mexican community. And then, I'm not being funny. The admins get a bit, I'm not going to say too much because they might be watching, but they get a bit not too controlling, but too like no, if that makes sense. But don't worry, Kaz, I'm going to see if I can work my magic. If I was admin, I'd let you in, but I'd only let you and everybody on the chat in who I'm familiar with. None of these other Mexic snakes. Gordon Bennett. Honestly, there's loads of them. I couldn't believe my eyes. If I need high fat, yeah. Yeah, well, yes, us fair skinned people have to be very, very careful. Yeah, I can remember when I went to Tunisia, I just totally forgot myself because over here it's not as it's a nice hot in other countries, isn't it? You can go over there and put your bikini on. Not that I would now, but when you're young, 20 and still got your good figure, etc. And you just forget yourself. And I am terrible. So Pam, you're gonna call me hypocrite now, and I don't blame you, got every right to, but I used to forget to put my thingy on as well. But even when I did put sunscreen on, I'd still get really burnt, but then and then you don't feel it until the evening when it's cooled down a bit. You're sitting outside and you start to feel sore, and then you start to feel rank, and then you're like, well, oh, that horrible sun stroke kind of cold, I call it. It's horrible, isn't it? And then it sort of like just ruins your holiday, doesn't it? So yeah, but yeah, us fair skinned people have to be really careful. Oh, oh, okay. Oh, I thought you got mixed up with somebody else. Ah, okay, right, okay. Thank you for letting me know, Monarchy. Trying to teach me Discord, but it's too complicated for me. Yeah, it is. Discord, it's just, to be honest, I don't see the point in it because when I used to go in there, you're like, well, where is everything? And then you have to click on this, you have to click on that, and then all of a sudden it just pops up. And you're like, how did that even happen? But yeah, it's I just think Discord is a waste of time. And what was the other one? Twitter. Oh, that's very toxic. I've never really been a Twitter fan unless I want to have an argument with Bron. But then again, I advise everyone not to have an argument with Bronwyn Thomas or Paul Niall because you'll be going on for weeks. Literally, they're round the clock. They don't get sleep. They're commenting all day, all night. They must be exhausted. Yeah, there was another thing I saw earlier, off topic for a second. This is how, in my opinion, Brooklyn. Oh, hang on. Let's read this out. One of his mods asked him to go help Letitia because she was crying about copyright strikes. So he hopped on his horse and went. Oh, God. Yeah. He likes to disguise it as, oh, well, come and save the day. Honestly. But yeah, Brooklyn Beckham. Well, I heard earlier. Right, hang on. Let me just get it up. Yeah, Brooklyn Beckham. His wife. No, that's not it. GB News. Peltz, isn't it? His wife's surname. Yeah, this is it. Right, let me see if I can. No, oh, right, let's put it on the screen because I need to have a rant about this. I think he's been having too much influence by Harry. No, what? No, god damn, do as you're told. Oh, remove other. For goodness sake, this is ridiculous, StreamYard. You need to get a grip. Right. Yeah, it says here. Oh, where's it bloody gone? Mate, no, this is bad. I hate it when these websites, you click on it and then these pop-ups come along. You think you've got rid of them all and then more come up. It's like bloody whack-a-mole. Right, yeah, disputes over Brooklyn and his wife finances said to add it to another twist in the family's ongoing feud. Apparently, Peltz's Nicola's dad thinks the Beckhams are tight for not helping Brooklyn out with money and stuff like that. Can you believe it? Why can't he's a grown man? Why can't he go and get his own job? He's, a grown man, famous. He's got famous parents, and in a way, I'm glad that the Beckhams, because what I read in another article, the Beckhams have basically said they don't spoil their children. They teach them how to learn the value of money and businesses and whatever else they were talking about. And I think that's the right way to go. Otherwise, can you imagine? They'd be like Prince Harry, wouldn't they? Spoilt rotten and flipping got their hand out all the time. Oh, I've whacked up a great big phone bill. Just ring daddy up and, he'll come and save the day. And for the Phelpses to say that is really, really rude. And I know, like Nicola's dad, I think his name's Nelson, was saying, "Oh, we encourage our daughter because we don't want to see her struggle and this, that, and the other." Yeah, I understand that. I totally understand that. But there's a point in time we have to let them learn. She's famous as well. And if she cut her attitude out and stopped being so like Meghan Markle, she could have a really good career, a better one that she could. A better one than she currently has in acting. So, all this pandering just because you're rich doesn't teach these kids anything, in my personal opinion. Right, sorry guys, I'm just, because I've only heard of, oh, don't bother, get knotted, it's horrible. What you all been up to anyway? Yeah, you got a point there. Yeah, Bronnie's toxic. She's mentally ill. It's quite a long time ago, but because of the backlash from what happened to Paul M, the panel stopped on Ron Atwood. This was a weekly thing. Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm not keen on that Sean Atwood. Yeah, that's all to do with, I think, if I remember rightly, him and that Paula Polton. She's just another tricky, she is. They had something to do with the Homestead case. But I'll have to double check that. I remember when Brooklyn was born, it's astonishing how he's a whole adult now. Yeah, exactly. A whole adult and can't stand on his 2 feet, and yet he's being influenced by Prince Harry. Oh, God. Right, so I think I've watched this Ron guy once, I think, when he was sticking up for Paula. Oh, by the way, guys, just in case I forget, my cousin's dropping something round about 9-ish. So When the doorbell goes, I've got to quickly run down, get it, and then I'll be back. So you have to talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, I've watched this Wrong Guy once, I think. Ronnie's back doing his weekly royal mess with the usual panel and Sean, that would channel now. Didn't him and Sean have a fallout or something? Oh yeah, yeah. He's again because of Nicola Peltz. She's just never met Meghan Markle. She's isolated him. And to be honest with you, it's ridiculous because we never heard of any drama with the Beckham's children until she come along. But anyway, Meghan Markle, no, oh, right. Oh, it's up here. Yeah, right. Let's put that on pause for a sec because this is funny. Do you think Archie and Lili, if they exist, are going to grow up, see all these videos, especially Meghan the Twerkle, people are calling her over on Facebook and apparently other social media platforms, so I've heard. I personally think those kids are going to grow up, watch all these videos and be really embarrassed by their alleged mother, don't you think? But she doesn't think about that, does she? She only thinks about herself. Bear with. Got to put my mouse on bloody charge. Monkeys. Right, Letitia knew what Tricky did to Paula M with Sue, and that nerd. I can't imagine she would accept help. Yeah, Facebook was surprised actually. No one thought she was a sugar. I mean, I've never watched her, but apparently I don't know. Apparently she's like talks about Meghan, like lays into Meghan Markle and stuff. I'm well confused now. He's the MC's, yeah, researching. He was in the Sun accused if one big again. Yeah, get knotted. He didn't win anything. That was a lie. His MC belonged to somebody else. He took it under false, whatever you call it. Yeah, I really did. Right. I'm trying to think back now because this is going to bug me. I am sure that Letitia is not a sugar because people have mentioned her before that they liked her videos about landing to Meghan Markle or saying something about Meghan Markle, but no one's ever said about her being a sugar. Unless she's monarchy, we need to make sure. We need to do a bit of investigating. We need to get our right, what's that? Miss Marple hats on. Yeah, and if she knew what Tricky was like, why? Yeah. I do think some people just fall into their web, don't they? Because they know it might help their channel a little bit, but what they don't know is that behind the scenes, they're doing sinister things with your channel. And then a couple of months down the line, the controlling starts, the attack starts, and it all comes out of nowhere. It's really bad. Right, I just need to catch up on. Right. Yep, big fallout. Ronnie's working more on his own channel now, but has agreed with Sean he will do 3 2-hour shows on Sean's every week. Oh, I heard something about Sean being Ron's boss or something. Is that why Ron's agreed to do? Oh, I don't know. Oh, what did River get up to? I'm gonna have to go and catch up now. Rented kids, yeah. Letitia is the loveliest woman, but she is easy, yeah, and kind of goes with the flow. Yeah, that's yeah, and I think they're probably taking advantage of that as well. Letitia said she liked Meghan at first, but then didn't. Oh, okay. Those two kids are destined to become crackheads when they see everything. Yeah, well, yeah, practically, yeah. Get knotted, practically, yeah. Yeah, there is a lot of info about a lot of things out. He talked about winning the case in March, and that's why he has the money now to hire a lawyer to sue. Yeah, fancy, allegedly getting some money and then wasting it, going around suing people for telling the truth. And Tricky, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I should be like a skeleton by now, shouldn't I? I'm still waiting for my letter, Trickster. Oh, right. Oh, blimey. So he's a boss. He's Ron's boss in real life, like work-wise, and then they done a YouTube. Oh, that's a bit awkward, isn't it? Gordon Bennett. I say, whenever you have a job working for other companies, your work colleagues and your boss is not your friend. You go there, you do your job. Yeah, you have a little get together or whatever, and every now and again, but then you go home because it can cause all sorts of problems. So I've heard. As River says, so yeah, this is it. Sue me, sue me, sue me. Me personally, I'd love. Did I say last time I'd love it if Meghan Markle tried to sue River? That would be brilliant. I'd put a petition up asking River to make it public, like the Johnny Depp thing. Do you know what I mean? Because I think we'd all be tuned into that. It would be like the Johnny Depp trial. We'd all be doing lives and everything every single day, wouldn't we? It'd be brilliant. Oh, please, Meghan, please sue River. That would be brilliant. I just can't believe Tricky though. I don't want to keep going on about those Fruit Loops over there because I'm getting bored of it all now, to be quite frank. But Tricky, you cannot sue somebody for telling the truth. Okay? Clean your ears out and listen again. You cannot sue people for telling the truth because those people would have already done their research, would have already got the evidence. Okay? That's the first thing. Secondly, if you go around running your mouth about people, defaming them, causing trouble, they will turn on you eventually. So you cannot go around thinking you're some sort of entitled king and think you can go around doing what you want because you can't. You're a loser. That's what you are. I pity you. And I'm still waiting for my letter. I've been waiting very, very patiently and I'm losing my patience now. If you don't hurry up, I'm going to have to come to you and get it, aren't I? God. Well, it's a good job I know where you live, isn't it? God. Honestly. Honestly, can you believe this? I'm still waiting for my letter. I'm going to have to go and get it off him. Right. No, Ron's full-time job was working for the. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Yes, yes. I think we've all made mistakes in the past by getting too friendly with work colleagues. And then the boss don't like it, and then the boss sort of like does a load of stirring, and then oh, that's why I don't work for companies anymore. It just drives me up the wall. People just, you either get like one or two people that don't do their fair share, or you get the managers and the boss like saying, like, for example, if someone went to them for a bit, like, people start work on the ground, right? Let's just take an example. Let's say Tesco's, for example. The people who work in Tesco's, doing the shelves or whatever they do, go to their manager or their boss and make a suggestion to make their life easier, make customers happier, and make the overall running of the place easier, because they know, because they're there, they take the crap off the customers, blah, blah, blah. And the manager or the boss goes, no, no, we do it my way. No, no wonder people end up leaving. Just because people work on the floor or are lower to the manager or the boss does not mean to say what they have to contribute should be ignored. All these people once were working on the floor and they had to work their way up. But sadly, some people just come straight out of college and go straight into these manager jobs or boss jobs, and they haven't got a clue what they're doing. So that's why I went self-employed. I got fed up with it all. Absolutely fed up with it all. We either got the Tom and Dick over there just sitting down, stuffing their faces, getting up the boss's arse, and we're all doing the work. Or, like I said, you get one horrible boss and it just makes your work life hell. When I used to work, do you know what? When I used to work in the co-op, when I was I just left school and I was working there full time before I went to college. And John, his name was the boss, and he was the best boss I've ever had. He was brilliant, and he even made me and my friend manager. And because he was a good boss, the workplace was happy, the customers were happy. There was no ding dongs, no nothing. Everything ran smoothly. So, all it takes is one bad manager to make working life hell, or one good manager, boss, that makes things, just a dream to work for. Anyway, I'm rabbiting on about work, aren't we? Aren't I even? I have River's last 2 videos lined up. Yes, I'm going to catch up after this. There'll be no, exactly, Pam. There's never going to be any letters because he knows he can't get very far with me. It's really, really funny. You find they are your friends, but stab you in the back in the instant of work when it's yeah, and sadly that in real life as well, Pam. Yeah, you think as you get older, you won't get stabbed so much, but you do. There's still snakes out there, pathological line snakes out there that still stab you in the back and try and set you up. It's ridiculous. I mean, I heard about half a mile away, I don't know what was going on down there the other night, but someone was saying, first I thought they were just saying, I've been stabbed, right? And I'm thinking, what? What? Around here? No, that can't be happening. And so I went a bit like hyacinth bucket for a minute there, no, that doesn't happen around here. No, da 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 da. And then I took the dog out because I wanted to be a bit nosy. So I went around that area, and there was I can't remember her name now. There was someone, oh, she stabbed me in the back. She did. She's a two-faced, blah blah blah, and oh, blah blah. But she was having a right rant. She was standing outside her house, pointing at the person's house another however feet down the road. And I felt like saying, why are you shouting? Why don't you just go and knock on her door and say it to her face? Fuck's sake, people. Yes, the manager does make the place. What brand do you smoke, Holy Hot? I started up again. I have Lucky Strike Red Super Kings because they're cheaper now. Do you know what, Get Knotted? I was doing really well on the vape for a couple of years. And then I have no idea why I started again. And now the vape makes me cough. Isn't it ridiculous? I need to give my head a wobble. I'll give up again. No menthol. And oh, do you like menthol? Yeah, menthol are quite nice actually. I think sometimes in the summer, it's sort of like refreshing, isn't it, with all the heat and that. My husband can't believe I started again anyway. I smoked for months at a time now. Yeah, it's a bad habit to get into. It's our own fault. You know, when you look back and you think, why the hell did I do that when I was at school? We used to go, it was so funny. We thought we were being clever. So there was the school, right? And then there was the school field, and it was a massive field. And we used to all go down to the bottom in the little corner, thinking we couldn't be seen. Well, we flipping well could, because all the teachers had to do was stand up on the second floor of the building and look over, and you can see everyone in the field, what they're doing, running around, playing tennis, blah, blah, blah. Hi, Joe, how you doing? And they never used to say anything to us. This was when it was back in the day and everything was a bit more lenient. Anyway, we were all down there one day and I was smoking, but the smoke wasn't coming out. And I said to my friend Charlotte, the smoke's not coming out. And they just laughed and just thought there was something wrong with me. And I said, well, yeah, there must be something wrong with me, because I had a fag earlier and everything was normal. But I was inhaling this cigarette and the smoke just wasn't coming back out of my mouth. And I couldn't figure out why. Anyway, about 2 hours later, we went to geography, and I had a lovely geography teacher called Mr. Hunter. He was really funny, the same as my math teacher, Mr. Cass. Oh, actually, I still owe him £1. Yeah, bit too late now, anyway. And them two were my best teachers, because they were really, they weren't harsh. They weren't. You looked forward to having a class with them, and you learnt more, because they weren't like the strict teacher that was no fun and blah blah blah. Anyway, we were talking. He was talking about something, and we were having our little group discussions about whatever we were doing, and all of a sudden, I started coughing, and the smoke came out. And Mr. Hunter started laughing, and he called me Puff the Magic Dragon after that. He said, yes, me and Mr. Cass saw what you all doing at lunchtime and break times. Don't think your teachers are stupid. We can see what you're all doing, having a siggy down in the bottom in the corner, thinking we can't see you. But I have no idea why that happened. But I just started coughing, and but thankfully, he didn't like grass me up to the top, the principal. Otherwise, I would have been in dead trouble. But he was all right about it. He just found it really funny. Thank God. But well, I've got something, Kaz, that's for bloody sure. But I found that was really weird. It's never happened since. Right, anyway, I'll shut up now. Where am I? Floppy, right, tried vape. Cough. Yeah, vapes are, because when you first start them, it's like smoking, you've got to get used to it. So you do cough a bit, but I got used to that. But I got fed up with them, kept linking. Okay, that's a new one. Leaking, and then even though you cleaned it, you still got a oil in your mouth, and sometimes it burnt your throat and stuff. But yeah, I obviously saved a ton of money. I'm going to try the vape again. I've just got to be more strict with myself. You've now got to tell me all your funny school stories, guys. Honestly. It's funny though, isn't it? Because at kids, we do think that we are being clever, and if we just hide round the corner, no one will see us. But obviously, smoke rises, doesn't it? But we didn't think about that back in the day, did we? The same as when my dad caught me and my friend smoking up in his loft once. We thought the smell would just go away, but it didn't. It stayed. So he obviously got suspicious, and we're up there thinking, you know, he was downstairs with the guests and he sneaked up on us. And he said, I wondered what was going on, why there was a funny smell up here. Hi, Scotland. Yes, we are. It's hasn't been as humid. I don't know what it's like up in Scotland. Are you in Scotland? Sorry, I just assumed you were. Oh my, Yes, can you remember when 10 B&H used to be £1.99? £1.99, and 20 used to be a fiver. 72p? We're being ripped off. We seriously, because I think they knew that not many people, when they raised the prices of the cigarettes, they knew not many people would give up smoking. It's just another massive cash grab for them, isn't it? If they were that concerned about our health, they would just stop selling cigarettes, wouldn't they? I started in the forces. You naughty. Odd, I know, but quite a few non-smokers. Yeah, to be honest with you, if I was at war, I'd blinking do that too. You've got to have something to keep you sane over there, haven't you? I mean, anyway, during the war, they all had cigarettes hanging out their mouths, even when they were up in the planes. So yeah, you're at war. You've got to have something. Yes, I agree, Joe. Yeah, she does help a lot of people, and it was lovely having her on the other day, wasn't it, guys? Oh, yes, sorry, we were gonna get into Megxie, yeah. We were saying about Archie and Lily, if they exist, growing up to watch their mother on the TV doing that twerk and etc., etc. And I think we were right, guys. I think she did that to try and debunk our theories about the moon bump. But as we saw, because we saw the evidence when we were playing that the other week, we saw the bump move, didn't we? So that wasn't a very good idea, wasn't it? Was it, Megan? And now here, this was on her podcasts. I can't remember who she was with. I have no idea what they were talking about. But I believe here, guys, she is shape shifting. Look at this. There's no sound. Oh, hang on. Let me just. Right. Right. Why isn't it working? The blinking. What's all the blinking about? Is that because she's got to think up of a lie, or is that touch your nose when is touch your nose when you're in the middle of a lie, or after the lie, or before the lie? But what's the blinking all about? We need to watch that again. She got that is the yacht girl pose. Just there. I timed that perfectly, didn't I? That is what the yacht girls do when they're standing in a line and all the rich men are making their way onto the boat. And then the rich men have to pick what one has got the biggest mouth out. Sorry, bad joke. The nose. But look at this in a minute. It cut off after that bit. But did you see the tongue at the end? Right, let me do that bit again. Because it's almost like she was, I don't know, turning into a lizard or something. I'm not going down that conspiracy theory malarkey, but it did, didn't it? Right, just one more time. It does look like all that blinking, she's like trying not to shapeshift or something. I'm starting to wonder about all these theories now, actually. Right, yeah, that's all the yeah, and then it cut off after that, so I couldn't get all of it. But what do you think, guys? Do you think she's shape shifting? Do you think she's just in a massive web of lies there and she's thinking, right, what one do I start with first? Oh, you're in Bournemouth. Oh, it's nice down there, isn't it? Yeah, that's good, Pam. Because the evenings are, mind you, last night it was still quite humid last night. I didn't like last night, but tonight it's perfect. About 27 coastal breeze. I'll miss when I move, going to the South Hills. My husband is from seeing a heat wave in Scotland. Yeah, because Scotland never normally gets that hot, does it? But yeah, apparently it's climate change, which I personally think is a load of BS, but never mind. Right, hang on, let me move this thing out the way. Remove. Right, there's everyone there to protect everyone. Yeah, six with pennies. Well, I'm glad you didn't, Pam, because it's a horrible habit to start. Back then, you could go off and write a letter from your. Yes! And you used to get away with it at school if you wanted to pull a sickie as well. Can you remember? God, I wish we could turn back time. I really do. Oh, oh, it's not doing it. I remember getting 20 being a decent life. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Joe. That's very kind of you. You don't have to keep doing that. She must. Yeah, I think she did because, like, when. Oh, hang on. What's the time? Come on, Richard. Right. Sorry, guys. Let me check my phone because I've got it on silent just in case he's messaged. And no, he hasn't messaged, so we better be here soon. Gordon Bennett. Um, what was I saying? Where was I going with this? Yes, when she was wearing that red and purple outfit, and I saw a few pictures. At first, I thought they might have been photoshopped because I like to try and get facts as best I can. But and then Lady, oh for God's sake, Lady C said about Archie falling to her knees. So I thought, okay, that was real then, and the camera people got the perfect shot. So that's a bit of evidence, isn't it? Really. And so when Archie fell to her ankles, oh, and yet she still carries on trying to deny the moon bump theory when Archie clearly on camera, because there's photographers everywhere, click, 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 caught Archie falling down to her ankles. And she was just seemed to like walk along as if nothing was happening. Mm, they can't be very heavy then, can they? Getting not here. It's been so hot here. I live in Bournemouth, Scotland. Yeah, trusted what I advocate for. My grandfather was a port on the death. Oh wow! Never talk to me again. Oh, okay then. Oh, you pay me to never talk to you again. Blinking is lying, allegedly. Oh, okay. Right, that's one to look out for. I'll make you a. Yes, please do, because then I can sue Tricky. And any other Tom, Dick, and Harry that likes to fabricate stories. I didn't see war, not anything frontline Falkland site with you, but I had it easy in that way. Yeah, but you still done your part though. That's the main thing. So thank you. I read she was born a man. Yes, apparently, yeah. Yeah, that must be well, she seems happy enough. Joe, you naughty. Or here, ex-army was dental, husband was army. He gets pissed off if people ask if he is. We're moving away soon though. Not that far, obviously. Yeah, that's it. The bump dropped. That was so funny. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's your opinion. Moon bump theory confused me. Are they? No, apparently, right, hang on, we need to investigate. Right, right, why won't that go? Oh God, now I've got that thing going round in a circle. Right, let's investigate. Moon bumps. Moon bump pictures. Images. Right. Let's put this on the screen because so that we can all investigate together. Share screen, moon bump, share. Right, hang on, let me get a close up a picture. So these ones here, oh, there that is. Oh, they look like they're latex or something, not inflatable. I think you can have, oh, hang on, where was it? I saw it a minute ago. Oh, god damn. Yes, here we go. So what she's done is she's done stages of, oh no. Well, that was a bit of a flop, wasn't it? Flop. Right, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing, aren't I? You can get them on the stages of baby growth. So here they are here. Right, moon bump product gal. Right, guys, can you see this? Right, so here, oh, for goodness sake, right, silicone. For goodness sake, what is all that racket out there? God. Right, so can you see this, guys? Because I'm on a different thing. Right, so yeah, you have the stages. So you buy them, they either come in a pack or you buy them singly for each bump of the month or whatever. Trimester, that's it. So yeah, they're silicone and it doesn't look like they're inflatable. Can you imagine if they were? She would have popped hers ages ago, wouldn't she? So that's a moon bump woman there. Hang on, we need to test this. Oh, it's even got a belly button thing poking out. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, but hers looks more real than Meghan's, doesn't it? But Meghan, I think hers just didn't fit properly. You know, because she just doesn't buy the right size clothing or anything, does she? There's another one there. Right, well, yeah, that's it. That's what they are, Kaz. And in her black and white dress, bump move. Yes, it did. No, they wouldn't pop, but yes, they squish. This is the thing because real pregnancy, it's hard, isn't it? So they didn't really think these moon bumps through very well, did they? They could have made them at certain stages harder and harder so that if anyone did bump into someone, it wouldn't squish. Oh God. Hi DR. They also wouldn't put, yeah. Right, let's put, it doesn't make sense because if she was going to fake pregnancy, then she would surely be more careful to have a normal growing over. Yeah, exactly. But the woman doesn't make sense, does she? This is Meghan Markle. She just doesn't take advice from anyone. So I think, I don't know, her advisors, maybe if one of them knew about it at the time, they probably advised her to, you know, either not do it or do it and make sure things are fitted properly. But you know what she's like. She thinks she knows best. Yeah, it did move side to side. I don't know how she can just, I don't, if that was me, not that I'd be that stupid to do that, but if we'd had felt like we had to do that for some weird reason, um, hang on, sorry. Right, hang on, sorry, I'm just texting Rich quick. You still right? Sorry. Um, where was I going with this? Moon bumps, that's it. Sorry, I'm really, really tired today. I didn't get much sleep last night because it was really humid last night. Um, if we had to do something like that, we'd been caught out, like our moon bump fell to our ankles or going from side to side, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Me personally, I'd have to come out and just say, yeah, sorry, we're just pretending, because I wouldn't, because I'd like to be honest. Do you know what I mean? And there's no shame in having a surrogate either. And like I've said 100 times, in this day and age, if Meghan couldn't have children, I'm sure the Queen could have said, like, well, okay, if you want a surrogate, that's fine by us. It doesn't change anything. Do you know what I mean? I think the Queen would have been all up for it, despite them. What are them things called? Them e-scooter things. Oh, they're such a pain in the arse. Um, she would have been all right, in my personal opinion. Oh, bear with, bear with. Somebody's at the door. Right, don't panic, I'm back. It's just my cousin saving my life. Oh, God. I had to run because when you like people ding the bell, like delivery drivers, they don't wait for you to get to the door. And I've just got to run like quite a long way to get to the door. But anyway, where were we? Yeah, I personally think. Hi, Mika, how are you doing? Silicon, right? That makes sense, and it could definitely fall off us. Yeah, because although they look like they have like shoulder things, like they clip on at the back, because Megan's a bit like me. She's got a bit of a, well, when I look in the mirror, I think, oh, I've got a bit of a box figure, but I'm not my normal weight at the moment. So, and I used to have a curve on my waist. So I just think, I look at myself and think, well, that's because I've put on weight. But she's, without sounding nasty, she's got a bit of a box figure, hasn't she? She's got no waist, nothing to hang on to. And she doesn't let anyone help her fit things properly. So I think if she had it all fitted properly, done nicely, and done something not to make it obvious, no one would have known. Well, they certainly need the most impressionable among us to see that that's for sure, Joe. Right. One moon bump can't be used though, the whole pregnancy, multiple. Yeah, you see, it's a way, in my personal opinion, why waste that sort of money just to pretend you're pregnant? It's ridiculous. God, would you do that, guys? I couldn't do that. I'd just much rather say, look, we can't have kids. We're going to get a surrogate, thanks. If you don't like it, public tough. And it's all because they wanted to be in the line of succession. And I think, I'm sorry, but is it really that important? Seriously, though, guys, is it really that important? Whether you're in the line or not, those kids will never, if those kids were real, they'd never go without. So it's all about greed with Meghan, in my personal opinion. It's all to do with greed. And it's absolutely sickening because, you know, there's people out there at the moment really struggling, really struggling. You know, they can't put food on the table. They're trying to work out what day of the blinking week it is. Bit like me, really. Mind you, I always forget what day of the week it is, even when I was younger. So I'm always rushing around doing everything. I don't stop. Mika, have you still got your channel? You know, years ago, remember years ago when we said, oh, we'll do a live and we'll talk about whatever we were going to talk about? I think we were going to talk about aliens or something, weren't we? Do you still want to do that? Yeah, 10 years later, we'll actually do it. She's supposed to be a spectacle. Keeps your eyes on the King's Court, Jess, and off. Yeah, exactly. Once it all comes out, it'll be, yeah, this is it. And I don't know how she's going to get out of it. And do you think the palace knew, or do you think she really kept it a secret from them? Because, you know, like on Downton Abbey, I suppose it's like that with the royal family. They have their maid come in every morning and dress them and do their hair and stuff. Do you think she refused that because of the bump thing? Or do you think she made that poor maid sign a NDA? Sod that. I'd break it. I'd say, look, I'd go to the papers and say, you know, Meghan Markle, she was a bitch to me, so I'm going to grass her up and tear the NDA up in her face. Bonnie, you scared the life out of me. Golden Bennett. It does, doesn't it? They do look different in all the photos. Well, in most of the photos. 1 minute Lily's got longer legs. The next minute they're a bit shorter and stumpier, unless it's the picture. Right, Bonnie, come in, please. You're not going to start driving me insane today, please. Come on, we'll go out soon. I'm not staying on much longer, I promise. No, you've got your lip mat with peanut butter on it. Go and have that, please. You want the aircon on? Sorry, guys. Right, lay down there or come in the room with me. God, sorry, guys. Madame Bonaire is up to mischief again because she, you know what she's like. Her mother then forced her into residential psycho place, taking male hormones after a few weeks. ABC. Oh, right. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that must have been hard on Lady C, actually, like growing up and going through all of that. I don't. Because because you know, sometimes like you take a photo and you look skinnier, and then the next photo you take, you look a bit wider. Unless it's like that. Oh, I don't know. But there was one time, oh, what's her name? When Lily was, I think it was her first birthday, when she went to Frogmore allegedly and had that picture. We'd done a video about that, and it was definitely Photoshop. Things were uncovered, and I managed to uncover. She put a square over the earrings, and that baby did look identical to that other lady's child, didn't she? Identical. And I'm sorry, not all babies in the world are practically identical unless they're twins from different mothers, if you know what I mean. Bonnie, no, you've not long been out. We're going out after this, and I won't be much longer. Can you stop back chatting, please? You've had your teas, you've had your lip mats, you've got the aircon on. What more do you want? Oh, God. Don't tell me my dog's getting like Meghan blinking Markle. Right, where are we? But I do think if, say like if she adopted the kids, right? Let's pretend she adopted them and they were on social media one day or at school, even worse at school, and all their friends are poking fun at them. Oh, come on, we're watching your mother doing a twerky and blah blah blah, like boys in the corner watching that. I'd be really embarrassed and I'd probably like resent my mum for doing that, making a jerk of herself like that. All pregnancies are different, but there was nothing about hers like, no, exactly. No. Lots of channels digging deep, trying to figure these things out. There is so much at stake. If folks knew what the people Meghan Markle work for have done, entire world would unite. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think they should unite. The bumps are very weird, and the twerking video was clearly her trolling, but I believe the kids exist and are Harry's at least. Yeah. So it is either they are either surrogates or she's hot. But then again, if River is saying rented, because if I remember rightly, River, he has got contacts in high places. I might be wrong. I might have heard him wrong, but it's so hard to tell. Do you know what? I'd laugh my head off when they get divorced if they haven't already in secret. And Harry got really angry once and went to the son and said the kids are fake. Yes, yes, I remember that. But then again, there was all this arguments a few months later that apparently Thomas Jr. didn't say that, or I don't know, or Thomas said that Trevor never said that. Oh, I don't know. I hope you're Yep, yeah, I'm good, thanks, Mika. Yeah, and don't forget, we must do that live. We'll just talk about aliens or whatever you want to talk about. I don't mind on your channel or here. But have you've still got your channel though, because I'll go and get the link. Or what are you doing with your channel now? Oh, bless you, Joe. At least you got a good ass. She told Queen she was pregnant. That's why he married. Ah, yeah. I don't think they would have been allowed to get married if that wasn't the case, because I don't think the Queen would have approved of her. Wasn't there a poll that they are no longer seen as royals? I haven't seen that. Or have I missed something? Yeah, it has been years, Mika. It only seems like yesterday, but when you count, it's actually years. Yeah, we need to get together. I kept in shape, but it's much bloody harder. I'm sure the nose converts smell of food into calories. Yes. I think it happens at 40 as well. Yes, the pallet. Yeah, they must have known. They really must have known. But obviously, they can't say anything. They don't want to start a war, do they? Longest day on Saturday, then nights start getting darker again. Do you know what? I don't think we need to keep putting them flipping scooter things again. Will you riff-raff go away? Goodness me, how embarrassing. Hmm. I don't think we need to keep putting the clocks back and forth anymore because it's just because it starts to get light in, is it no, March, I think. I just don't think there's any point anymore because the farmers have got all sorts of technology now, haven't they? Jimmy Savile style, yeah. Kettlebell. I've got one of them. I bought one of them a couple of months ago and it's still in the car. You may all tell me off like my mum does. The king has been totally Yeah, yeah. I don't like the way he's getting involved in politics, in my opinion. And the way yeah, yeah. I'm just not liking it. Yeah, they all had to sign one. Yeah, it's a shame. I don't blame them. I think they should have asked for the DNA straight away. I think the amount of power that the royal family have got, but yet they didn't want to deal with Meghan, if that makes sense. They didn't. It seems like they were a bit scared, like they knew what was behind her, like her handlers and stuff. I don't know. The whole family, in my opinion, who wants their bum watched? Kept secrets from Palace. That was likely why she was so much more bitchy to Star. Kept them all. Yeah, yeah. And there was that picture, wasn't it? I don't know their names. I've definitely seen him before. I'm sure he's an actor. But when she first had Archie, I think they were at a polo match, and there's a blonde-haired lady and that guy looking at her like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" And she was just as like looking in the other direction as if to say, like, "Don't tell me what to do." It's like they saw something, like, or was saying to her, "Look, maybe put him down because it's hot and sunny or something." And she was, I don't know, but they didn't look very impressed, whatever was going on. Yes, they do, bless them. Yeah, especially when you're on the phone, and then especially when you thought you got away with doing lives, and then they realise, oh, it's just like mummy's on the phone. We'll go and annoy her. Yep, she loves tummies. That's her play. She doesn't play with toys. Tummies is her play. Do you know what? She's just such a blessing, that dog. She's funny. She's got her own little routine going on, and she's got her own little character. She's hilarious. Charlie knows he is playing his role, the old blood which refused to look at the kids. I'm not sure if the Queen knew, but that I'm not sure of. Charlie is in the Wonderland. Yeah, that's true. When I was narrating Odd Honor, no one recognised me. Hang on, say that again, Joe. When I was, is that supposed to be Maid of Honour or Marine of? Were you in the forces? Yeah, I think out of all her acting jobs, apart from us that can see and us who, look at both sides of the story kind of thing, she's done a very this is her best acting role to people who don't see it, definitely. Suppose you ain't drinking, no. River believes she can. Oh, oh, okay. Did someone else say they were rented children then? I thought someone said River said that. Oh, Yes, River has high connections. Yeah, we must keep an eye. Neither of those children are there, dear night. I bet on it any day. Yeah, because I know. Right, Megan. Right, Megan's mum is mixed race. Megan is well, in my opinion, white. Um, Harry's ginger. I suppose it's the genes, isn't it? Because you would have thought those kids would, if they were hers, they would have come out jet black with jet black hair. But if say like they are theirs, then obviously the ginger gene won. Markle family vacation. Yeah, I'm still 50-50 on that though, Mika. I haven't done a darn thing. Have you been busy? The Royal Grift channel, Luby. My dogs were fretting today in garden, then went back in, then out again. I was on day off working Saturday and was exhausted with it, but too warm for a walk in the day. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they do feel it, don't they, dogs, poor things. And it's not good to, like you said, it's not good to walk them in the summer during the day. So with her, you probably do the same with your dogs. I walk her just outside onto the little grassy bit, and then in the evening, when it's cooled down a lot, I'll take her for proper walks around the fields. I might get some doggy shoes actually. Has anyone ever successfully put doggy shoes on their dogs and they've been okay with it? I don't think Boo's gonna like it. The Queen had no choice in the matter. It was, yeah, I suppose, yeah. It's all about saving Charlie's arse, really, isn't it? Charles would admit on TV he was proud to be a cunt to Vlad the Impaler. He is dumb as. Yeah, I happen to agree there. Not being a knob, but my you lots of love, love. Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much for the super chat again. Oh, and actually, I forgot to do it. I forgot to say last time. I found out that with the super chats and whatever it is, YouTube takes 60% of it. So I've made up a PayPal. So I'll, but that's like buy me a slush puppy or whatever. But I'll use that instead of the super chats, Joe, because I don't want YouTube nicking half the money you've kindly given. And I really appreciate that, Joe. Thank you so much. You have a good evening and give my love to your hubby as well. I agree about the clocks, although it does give us something to look forward to when the winter's getting. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. But like I said the other day, there's something about Camilla and Charles I really like. I think they were definitely meant to be together. And I think back in the day, it was all, yeah, you need a younger wife and this, that, and the other. And I just don't think that was fair on any parties involved. Camilla was wrong for what she done, yeah. But, well, obviously King Charles as well. But, oh, whatever. We can't change it, can we? I just think if things were different, him and Camilla just would have got married and Diana would have just carried on her life. When I was little, they didn't do clocks. It used to be pitch black going to school, I remember. Yeah, do you know what? It must have been fun back in those days, Pam, thinking about it. Although it it might have been tough as well back in those days, but there was no computers, no nothing. You're all climbing trees, just kids being kids. Must have been lovely for a lot of things as well as the struggles as well. Well, yes, I believe he is. As soon as he becomes king, I think Meghan's going to have to leave, just leave and go to Mars. Yeah, that's true. They would have done, wouldn't they? Yeah, they would have done. So whatever, the royal family couldn't have won, and I think they knew that deep down. I think that they're just waiting for because they like to play the long game, don't they? And I know we all get frustrated with that, but maybe there's a time for revealing things. Keep it at GMT though, not allowed to call it GMT now, of course. Yeah. Uh, Baby didn't move when they announced it. Yeah. Right, we need to quick because you know what I'm like. I like to try and get the facts. Oh, my daughter, she didn't really move when she was first born either, but she's certainly made a few grunty noises, and you could certainly hear her little breathing. But I don't know. Oh, it's so hard because apparently they bought a baby doll, one of those real life ones that the small crafters make. No, no, exactly, exactly. She likes to make out she's the perfect mother and, "Oh, I'm such a hardworking mother. I'm doing this for the kids," and, "Oh, they're so great," and this, that, and the other. But you can tell she's not maternal. I mean, personally, I'm not really a maternal person, but when my daughter was a baby, I just used my common sense. Do you know what I mean? And I talked about her all the time. If someone asked a question, it would all be about my daughter. Do you know what I mean? But with Meghan, that you can just tell she's completely cut off emotionally yeah, you know what I mean. Totally cut off from them kids. There's just no connection there whatsoever. Mm. Yeah, I have to go walk the dog and feed the cat flock. Can't do anything. You might get a night off one day, Monica. No, thanks for joining us anyway. Have a good evening. I know, right, odd in summer, not like. Yeah, yeah. Is that the place where it stays dark all year round or something? Hey, Meghan Markle is the role. Yeah, exactly. All the world, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that's the place where it's dark for the majority of the time. Ginger is recessive. You need ginger gene in both parents. Markle might have carried it as her dad. Yeah, that's true. I hosed my dog down a few times. Yeah, that's a good idea. And put the fan on them. I've been following these storylines for my whole life. I really took an interest about 20 years ago. I followed. Yeah, I think Americans are more interested in the royal family than us Brits are half the time. Hi, Dilly, how you doing? Sorry, I think I'm a bit behind. No, it's way bigger than Charles. Yeah, autumn's nice. It's all a bit early peaceful so far today, dude, don't you think? I expected another day of drama. What happened yesterday? They were banking on it, Flop. Banking on it. They spoon fed it. Yeah, yeah, true. They want to make Meghan the new. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, photographers they know as well, don't they? I've met Camilla. She's quite pleasant in person. Princess Anne is yeah in. Oh, really? Very sensible woman. She was our chief commander. Yeah. Do you know what I think? They should have just let Princess Anne become queen when the queen died. I thought same flock. Baby was snuggled in blanket and fast asleep, so I wouldn't move. I don't believe it was theirs, though. Yeah, I think it's all gonna. If we're right, it's gonna come out. If we're wrong, it's gonna come out anyway. Iceland, 5 hours of daylight in winter. Blimey. Right. So what drama has been going on? I started paying attention to UK because of the care homes and the. Oh yeah, There was another thing I saw the other day actually. Oh, I'll get it up for next time because I'm gonna have to go in a minute and take Boo out. But in Ireland, they're digging the bodies back up. It was a nunnery place where, like the young girls got pregnant outside of marriage. And apparently babies and young children up to the age of 3 years old were just put in this furnace pit or something like that. And they're 800 babies, that's it. Yeah, I like Zara. She's nice. She's not like, oh, look at me. My mum's a princess. Oh, you have to. She's not like that. She's just down to earth and normal. No, Northern Norway, not dark at all the time, but it's very short. No nights in summer. And ah, hi Cheryl. Thanks for popping back, but I've got to go in a minute. My dog wants to go out. Yeah, it's shocking, isn't it? You would have thought, but oh, I think from what we know about nuns now, how they used to be back in the day, I think a lot of mental illness started because of them, like with the victims and stuff. I think that's where it all started. And nuns are supposed to be, good role models. Well, we know different, don't we? If I could tell you some of the things I found out, they would shut off the stream, Ridley. It won't come out whenever Nan gets close. Yeah, that's true. We're going to have to think of a coded word. We'll use some sort of ciphering on that, Mika, because I think the world needs to know. She rejected. Yeah, good for her. Traitors fighting creators on and off late into the night and a smidge of doxing for good measure. Oh, God. Yeah, it's shocking. It's really shocking what they're allowed to get away with back in the day. Really shocking. I saw one a few years ago, a woman whose baby was taken. Yeah, they used to take the babies away as well. Yeah, I did see a movie about that. It was in the UK though. Can't remember. I think it was on Netflix. I'm going to have to look at my history. I haven't watched Netflix for ages. Yeah, yeah. Who would want that life? It must be. I mean, I'm sorry, we're women. We can be just like men sometimes. We've got needs, and needs like that can't be ignored, in my opinion. Right, guys, I'm going to have to go. Sorry, it's been a bit boring again, but next time, what I'm going to do is me and Mika are going to get together and we're going to find a way of being able to talk about the things we've been wanting to talk about for a million years. And I think what I'll have to do, or will have to do, is do a live a couple of weeks before and get you all used to the code because, like Mika said, if we talk about that on public forums, we're going to get shut down. It's that kind. Do you know what I mean? But the world needs to know, and it's very, very interesting. But Mika, if you ever want to jump on, just whenever you're around, just tell me and I'll drop the link because we've got to figure out a way of talking about this so that the chat understands, but so that we don't get told off. Was Judi Dench in that movie? Oh, this is going to bug me now. Judi Dench. Right, I'm going to have a look on my Netflix history. Bye, Luby. Thanks for joining us. It might be the same one, or it might be something different because there's been quite a few of them, haven't they? Haven't there even? I couldn't give up lipstick. High heels, rum and coke. Pims. Yeah, it's Pims. Oh, yeah, Pims. Oh, cool. That's addictive. That is. Where do you think we're tuned from? Yeah, true. Yes, Mika, don't forget. When I'm next doing a live, what are we on now? Thursday. I'll try and do one Monday. Have a think. Mika, my email is in my description thing on my homepage of my channel. Holy flop. Oh, hang on, I've forgotten it again. Fuck's sake. Holy flop at proton.me. Email me because we need to get together, or at least jump on my next live just briefly, and we'll discuss how we're going to discuss it so that people understand. Night, Dilly. Do you get Pims over there, Avril? Thanks for joining us, Cad. See you soon. Hells bells. Well, yeah, I agree there. It's a film in the movie about the woman looking for a long lost baby that was taken by the nuns. Was there a graveyard in it? Was there a graveyard in it? And I think I know the one you mean. Right, that's it. If I see them things out there when I take Boo out, I'm going to push them off. They're too noisy. Oh, right. There was a graveyard, and they went to a graveyard, and the graveyard was I don't think it was a churchy type thing. It was like just a big house, big Victorian house. Right. I'm going to look now. I'm sure it was on Netflix, but I think I know the one you mean. Right. It's a movie about the woman looking for her long. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one. Okay, Mika, thank you. Yes, I can buy some Pims here, but I think there are flavours we don't get. I remember seeing a Christmas Pims. Yeah, I haven't tried it. If it's out this Christmas, I'll try it. If it's any good, I'll let you know. And then if you fancy some, we'll arrange how to get some to you. Oh, Mika, you have to try Pims. I need to send you some in a bottle. It's all right. Avril, how would you explain the taste of Pims? It's not sweet. It's not sour. You have it with lemonade, and you put cucumber in it, mint, strawberries, any fruit you like, really. I like it with just sometimes if I haven't got any strawberries or anything, I'll just have cucumber and mint with it. Oh, is it get knotted? Oh, yeah, I'll have to look out for that because if it's nice, we need to let Avril know and Mika know because they'll have to try it. How can we explain? Right, it's got kind of like a deep flavour to it. It's kind of like got a smoky taste to it. Right, I think you would like it. We're going to have to sort something out, or Google in your area. It's gin and gin. I don't know. I have got an empty bottle in there from last year actually, because I like to keep the bottles. Because at Christmas I buy them lights you put in the bottles, and I put them all over the place. I like because last time I looked at, I don't think it said all the ingredients. I think they're trying to keep something a secret, if I remember rightly. I did hear that a few years ago. I think you would definitely like it, Mika. Google if you can get it in your area, or is there a British shop in America anywhere? I've never had sangria, I don't think. It's it's like it's just like it's just like if you put Jack with Coke, it's like that, but um it's definitely a spirit, but I can't explain it. It's yeah, it's alcoholic, but I can't explain the flavour. And here comes get knotted with everything that I was trying to think of. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's to die for, and it's perfect in the summer. I Google Pim's number one is a gin-based liqueur with a flavour profile that is often described as sweet, fruity, subtle notes of spicy citrus. So, so it has got June. Oh, right. Yeah, because I think they've put the gin in and put that in, but mixed these words together because I think they were trying to keep one of the notes secret because they wanted to stay original. Like, like someone will think of a really unique idea and then another company will copy it. I think Pim's done a very good job at keeping whatever they haven't put on the thing, part of the ingredients, whatever note it is, a secret. I did hear that. I used to watch that. Does anyone remember Food and Drink? Years and years ago, they were talking about it there on that show. I mean, we can't get. Oh, well, you're going to have to move to Canada then, because they can get it in Canada. Oh my, Bonnie. Oh, you're there. Oh, you want to say hello, do you now? Want to say hello? Bonnie agrees with me, Mika. You're going to have to move to Canada and get it. Oh, that really sucks. Don't they have any British shops over there? Because they do over here. They've got like American shops, like you can order online, and there's one not far from me actually. We can get everything American. Because I'm like really addicted to Jolly Ranchers, and they're trying to ban Jolly Ranchers from the UK now. And one of the shop owners is like, well, I'm not doing anything until I get a knock at the door. I think fair enough. Who do they think they are? Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to go. Bonnie's standing right next to me looking at the screen, bless her heart. And she's so funny. She's given me that look, and I'm not going to look at her anymore because then she'll start threatening to bark, and you don't want that down your ear holes. Yeah, she's standing here being very patient, as if to say, come on, otherwise I'll start barking. Yes, yeah. No. If you soak fruit in long enough, yes, especially cucumber. What I do is put the cucumber in first, cucumber and strawberries, because I think they soak it up the best. Put the Pims in, leave it for about half an hour, then put the cold lemonade on. And it really, you can, when you eat the fruit afterwards, you can really taste it. In basic, we'd inject melons with vodka, sneaky way of getting around that. Yeah, that's a good idea. I was have needed. Right, guys, I sound like a drunken Olsen. Get knotted. There's nothing wrong with enjoying drinks. Nothing at all. As long as you're sensible with it, as long as you don't get so plastered you black out and you don't know what you're doing because you could die and not even know about it. You don't want that. I just think get a bit merry but still in control. Then you enjoy it, don't you? You can enjoy it. Because if you get too drunk, you don't enjoy it, do you? Or is that just me? I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to have to go. I'd love to arrange something. It certainly has. Yes, it has. Right, Mika, email me. Otherwise, I'll be hunting you down. We must do this. We must do this. See, Canada Prime Minister kind. Yeah. Is Trudy still in power, Avril? Yeah. Yeah, thanks for joining us, Avril. You have a good evening. Orange. You have a lovely. Yeah, sorry. Was we thinking about something? Is that why I just went silent for a minute then? Oh no, I was. Yeah, Mika, email me. Otherwise I'll come hunting you down and I'll drag you over here by your ear. Oh yeah, I was waiting for Trudy, wasn't I? Uh no, Trudy resigned and now Mark Carney is the pin. Oh, is he any better? I don't know. I don't know who he is. Let me have a look. Yeah, and you, Mika. Thank you so much for coming on. And don't forget to email me. I'm going to keep on at you until you do, because I know what you're like. You're just as bad as me at times. You forget. Okay, one. Oh, him, the Bank of England guy. Oh, I don't like him. Yeah, he did. He mucked everything up. And we were all saying, get rid of him, go back to wherever he was. I can't remember. Yeah, it was Canada he was from, I think, if I remember rightly. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It's over there now. Good. Sorry, but now you got to put up with him. No. You know what? I think Liz Truss, we need to try and get her back in as Prime Minister because they never gave her a chance before because they set her up. She is really getting militant. I like her. I used to we learn a lot from forces, mainly how to go. Well, to be honest with you, get knotted, you learn everything you need to know by the sounds of it from the forces. That's it, yeah. Oh, I feel sorry for you, Avril. Yeah, I'm running out of patience now, though, Mika. Oh, do you mean buns? Yeah. Right, guys, I must go. Right, thanks ever so much, you guys, and hopefully, you will see Mika next time I do a live. Try and do for Monday, Mika, if you can. Monday evening. Yes, God willing, Avril, God willing. Right, I'm going. Otherwise, we'll be stuck here all night having a rant about the prime ministers, and then we'll rant about something else, and Bonnie will wet the bed. Anyway, take care, guys. Thank you so much again. Take care, Joe. And thank you again for that, Joe. I really appreciate that. Thank you, guys. I will see you hopefully on Monday and hopefully with Mika. If not, I'm going over there and grabbing her by the ear. All right. Have a good evening. Take care. Bye.